before we do anything, or we explain anything, or we just introduce anybody, we're going to sing the Reading Time with the Queens theme song. Here we go. Make a stand, make a scene, it's reading time with the Queens. Gramps, I know you've been hoping for reading time with the Queens. The library's open for reading time with the Queens. There's lots to know about the world today, so open a book, let's make our way. There's crafts to be making at reading time with the Queens. There's songs to be singing at reading time with the Queens. Today we'll learn that we each are a star. We'll spread kindness wherever we are. It's so much fun, but it's not a dream. It's reading time with the Queens. Grandpa! Hi, I'm Miss Cali, and I have wonderful guests with us today. First I'll say this. Today's program is about grandpas. Now, I know that some people have grandpas, some people don't have grandpas, but we're really going to be talking about celebrating relationships you can have with all kinds of different family members. And just so happens, today we're talking about grandpas. Okay, I'm going to introduce some people. First of all, we have Mr. Buster, the boat and RV salesman. Good. This is my grandpa, Gramps. Say hi, Grandpa. Hi, Gramps. We have Mr. Aaron. How are you doing, Mr. Aaron?
Hello.
You good?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. It's amazing.
And we have Miss Kylie. Hi, Miss Kylie. So first thing we actually do at every reading time, before we do anything else, singing, reading, I guess we did crafts already, but we're gonna learn signs. We're gonna learn signs, and I'm inviting you all to do the signs with us. The nice things about these signs is that you can see them in the songs, in the books that we're doing, so it gives you a good opportunity to practice them. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. So, Miss Kylie, could you teach us our signs for today?
Sure. We have 4 signs for you today. We'll start with the most important one, which is the theme of the day, which is grandpas. You just put it, this is like fathers, so any sort of male figure you do up here, but grandpa is multiple generations, so you do it.
Grandpa.
Grandpa.
Grandpa. Perfect.
Yes. And then of course, going along with that, grandpas are a part of our family.
Family.
So family is looking at, and then you just do in a circle.
𝐿𝐢𝐠𝐧.
Perfect.
And I'm assuming this will come up in our program.
I hope so.
We'll do C, tools. So you
Tools.
just have a finger up with the 2 fingers, and then like you're using a wrench or something.
Okay, cool. Tools.
This is something we all need in life. It's a little bit of help.
Yes.
So if you want to help somebody, you go this way. So can I help you? If you want help, you do it towards you.
Okay. Help.
Help me, help you.
Good deal. Those are some good signs. Could we run through them one more time all together?
Yes.
Sounds good? All righty. What's the first one is? Grandpa. Okay. The second one is family. And the third one is tools. Tools. And the fourth one is
Help.
help. Thank you for helping me
We
remember.
will help you
Help.
in sign and practice.
Yeah, so watch along with us, and I'll try and cue you so we can practice those signs. Sound good?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is read a book, and the person who's going to read this book is none other than my... Okay, yes. It's none other than my Gramps. Yeah. Here is the book.
I've got to get ready, man. Can you see it?
Okay. Putting on your grandpa glasses. There you go.
Okay. Today's book is When Grandpa Gives You a Toolbox.
Ooh.
Does anybody know what a toolbox is?
What?
You haven't seen toolboxes lately, have you?
My dad has one in his garage.
He does. Oh, okay.
You also
He
made
didn't make a toolbox.
a toolbox today.
You were making toolbox today?
Yeah. You made a toolbox.
All right.
You did too, yeah.
So we're going to visit the neighborhood, and there's not a lot going on in the neighborhood, it doesn't look like. So we'll get started. The book was written by 𝐥𝐚𝐬𝐿D Deenihan, and it was illustrated by Lorraine Rocha. And you know what illustrate is? She's the one who did all the pictures and I got it. Okay, great.
Make sure Oakley can see the photo.
Okay, all right. I've got to read upside down. So.
You can adjust.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, we'll move it around. Well, he wanted, his birthday's coming up, and he wanted a special house for his dolls to put in. And, but here comes Grandpa. Grandpa's coming to visit, got the balloons and everything, and what did he surprise him with is a toolbox instead of maybe what he wanted. So, okay, what should you do when Grandpa gives you a toolbox for your birthday? You know what you do?
Grandpa gives you a toolbox.
Yeah, well, first of all, be patient, and Grandpa's going to want to show you everything that's in his toolbox. And look, he started spreading them all out, and he's going to show what could be used. Next, you should compliment Grandpa as he shares all his pictures of all of the projects that he built when he was growing up. And he's got a whole bunch of different projects here. He's got a birdhouse, and he's got a chair that he made, and so he's really proud of those, and he's showing his grandson what he's done. So once Grandpa is out of stories that he's going to tell you, give him a hug, say thanks, and tell him that you're off to find a special place to keep that toolbox that he gave you. So let's see where he goes. Look, well, first of all, do not launch it into outer space.
Wow.
Okay? And then you shouldn't feed it to a T-Rex.
Oh.
Okay? Be careful with that. And don't even attach it to a wrecking ball, because it could be broken up if something happens to that wrecking ball. So, what does he do? There are plenty of places to be able to find a hiding spot, and maybe in your own backyard. That's what it looks like if he's going in his own backyard. What's he dressed up like? Do you know? Can you tell what he looks like?
A pirate.
A pirate. There you go. Yeah. And even his dog has got a patch over his eyes so that he can go along with it and look around. So they're looking around for a place to drop that off. What do we got up here? Oh, somebody, who's up here in the tree? We got a bird up here, and in the bird's nest, don't we?
No, I do.
Just kind of checking them out and watching what's going on. Well, it'll be easy to forget about Grandpa's toolbox once he's kind of found a place to hide it. But until you meet something in need and have an idea of what you can do with the pig. Well, guess what happened? The bird's nest fell out of the tree. And so now the bird's trying to figure out what to do. It's kind of sitting here watching what was going on. Maybe Grandpa's toolbox will be useful just this one time. And what do you think that they're going to do? He first of all, he needs as a new builder that you'd want to find an experienced project manager, somebody who can help you out to get started.
Help.
So who does he have nearby that can help him out? But it's Grandpa.
Grandpa.
So he says, you know, I've got an idea, let's build something, and Grandpa starts helping him out. But they have to be careful because you need to prepare appropriately and safety first. So that's what they're doing. They're putting their safety glasses on, and of course, the dog has earmuffs on, so he doesn't get too much of the sound and noise and things while they're doing it. And they'll probably put earmuffs on too. So they design. Look at that. They get the guidance and lots of practice. You'll discover that you are actually quite handy at designing things. You can make that up and do drawings of it. In this case, they did a drawing of how to build a birdhouse. And then, that's what they did. They started using the tools, and they built the birdhouse. And what color did they paint it, you know?
Green?
No, it's not green.
What we got?
It's blue.
Yeah.
That's right. They made a blue birdhouse. They painted it up, glued it all together, and they took the birdhouse and put it out in a tree.
That's so nice.
Well, there they were, you know, they're doing all this work and pounding and putting it up on the tree, and the neighbor isn't complaining about the noise, but she will instead ask for maybe some help with something. What do you think? What do you think she needs to have help with? You know, can you see anything in her backyard that might need to be fixed up?
The doghouse.
The doghouse,
Yeah.
yes, kind of not looking really good. Maybe somebody can fix that up. So,
Are they gonna put that in the tree too?
well,
Probably not.
Okay,
Yeah.
eventually, there we go, okay.
Okay. Well, when he got ready to start doing that, then the neighbor started recommending him to all of their friends. And pretty soon, somebody else needed help, and one of the neighbors needed to put up a mailbox. So they put up something to hold the mailbox, and I think the dog's kind of hiding in the mailbox in this one because he wants to keep it on the ground until it's time for it to be put up. And what do you know what people use mailboxes for?
Do you know?
Nail.
Oh my
Mail.
goodness.
Okay, you are listening, that's great. Okay, so after he gets done fixing up the dog house and everything, and who now lives in the birdhouse? The bird that had lost his nest. So at the end of the day, they're gonna offer maybe to pay you, but maybe you have some even better ideas, and you don't need to worry about being paid, but you may be able to do something for your friends. So you and Grandpa will work together, measuring and sawing, drilling and hammering and gluing and painting, until finally you built exactly what you wanted to have built. And they've got it all covered up. Let's see what was under the cover here. Oh, a special house for all your dolls. So he got exactly what it was he wanted for his birthday, just that he and Grandpa put it together. So you can see he has lots of dolls to put into it. There's Wonder Woman maybe, and King Friday I think is in here. So there's all sorts of great little friends to put in the book. So he and Grandpa obviously are very happy about the results of how they did it. Well, they thought, let's think about designing some other things that we can do. And the kids in the neighborhood were thinking about some things, like maybe we could have some kind of a swing, maybe we could have a slide, maybe we could have something you put on a boat to be able to pretend like you're steering the boat. And the dog was thinking maybe we could find a tennis ball. I don't know. I think you'd like that. So after they do all those things, and they plan for all the other projects, when they're done, you can see the whole backyard is full of all sorts of things. Remember, when we started out, there wasn't a whole lot going on in the yard.
There you go.
And now that we're done, the whole neighborhood's coming over because we've got tree houses, and we've got slides, and we have a tennis ball. You know who gets a tennis ball? The dog does. So everybody is really happy, and you know what? What should you do when Grandpa gives you a toolbox for your birthday? Maybe you can have a lot of fun with it and build lots of things and enjoy Grandpa helping you out.
There you go.
Okay?
Thank you, Grandpa. Well, I liked that book. I liked how Grandpa and his grandson were able to make all of those things with the toolbox, and they were able to help each other do that. Thank you so much for reading that book. That was really, really
You're
good.
welcome.
Hey, you used to work at the Home Depot. Is that true?
Well, yeah, that's true. Only for 8 years.
You also used to dress up a lot for work.
That's true too. I did.
So, and
At Home
A few
Depot.
things. No, it was other places.
Oh, I don't know.
Don't
historical figure. No, you're asking.
Yeah, he did.
History
He did.
thing. It was history thing.
Well, you dressed up as one of Santa's
I was
helpers.
Santa Claus at Home Depot.
Uh-huh.
But other
Second time
times,
is right.
like President Grant one time, and
So you-
people like that.
If you're wondering where I'm getting my love and dressing up, thank you so much for reading that book. One of the things I liked about that book was how, they basically, he wanted to have his own dollhouse, and he didn't get a dollhouse, but he found out a way to make one. And sometimes I think you just got to do stuff in order to get stuff done. So I have a song about that. It's called "You've Got to Do It." It's by Mr. Rogers. No way. You can make believe it happens or pretend that something's true. You can wish or hope or contemplate a thing you'd like to do. But until you start to do it, you will never see it through. 'Cause the make-believe pretending just won't do it for you. You've got to do it. Every little bit, you've got to do it. Do it, do it, do it. And when you're through, you can know who did it, for you did it, you did it, you did it. If you want to build a birdhouse where some birds can build their nest, you can't simply ask the tools to build, kick your feet up and just rest. You have to ask an adult to show you how to use the tools the best. If you want to build a birdhouse where some birds can build their nest, you've got to do it. Every little bit, you've got to do it, do it, do it, do it. And when you're through, you can know who did it, for you did it, you did it, you did it. It's not easy to keep trying, but it's one good way to grow. It's not easy to keep learning, but I know that this is so. When you've tried and learned, you're bigger than you were a day ago. It's not easy to keep trying, but it's one way to grow. You've got to do it. Every little bit, you've got to do it, do it, do it, do it. And when you're through, you can know who did it. For you did it, you did it, you did it.
Hi guys, it's me, Miss Barb, and welcome to Craft Corner. We have a special guest with us today. You know this guest, but it's been a while. It's my friend, Mr. Buster.
What's up, Barb? Mr. Buster, the boat and RV salesman here.
That's a new job.
It is, yeah. I gotta keep it fresh.
Yeah. You've been quite a few things during your career with Craft Corner.
I really have.
Yeah.
I just gotta spice it up a little bit. You gotta keep it fresh.
Cool. Great. Well, as you guys know, today our theme is Gramps. Do you have a good Gramps? Or did you have a good Gramps?
I did have some good Gramps. They have passed since, but they were awesome and amazing. Yeah. Do you have a good Gramps? Or two?
I did also as well. One of my best Gramps was my great Gramps, and he was born in Scotland,
Oh, that's super cool.
and he immigrated to America and created a family here, and that's where my mom came from.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I had some family come from Scotland too. We have that in common.
We do.
Woo!
Okay. Anyway, back to Craft Corner, guys.
Sorry.
We are in the theme of Gramps. doing a little tool chest.
Toolbox.
Yep.
Oh yeah, let me see.
So
Can I see this thing? It's pretty heavy duty.
Now this particular craft, we ordered specifically. It was a kit that makes the tool kit. So it might not be as feasible for y'all to make just individually. It comes in a set. All the pieces are loose, but I got it from Oriental Trading online. The only thing is it comes in sets of a case of 12. It comes in a case of 12. So
You get a whole dozen?
you get a whole dozen.
Wow.
So maybe
toolboxes we're
plan
making.
a birthday party or a neighborhood play afternoon and
You can just give them me. I'll put them in my boats.
Okay.
I'll get it as a prize. I'm with my boats.
And stickers, which also came from the same Oriental Trading. So this is what you need: the kit, the stickers, and some glue. This is like khaki glue. It works for wood.
Super cool. Is this styrofoam?
These are styrofoam stickers. Yes, they
that's
are.
neat.
So let's put this up front here. Let's put it here so you'll be able to show.
Oh.
So we've got
Woo!
pieces
Let's
to
get
make.
cracking.
These are the side pieces, or the end pieces, I should call them. The side pieces, the bottom
those.
piece, and the handle. All right.
Make sure it's durable. You
So
always need to get a
the
handle.
first thing we're going to do is pretty much, I believe that the front and the back of each piece, other than the bottom, as you can see as a sticker for the bottom, are the same. So you don't have to just kind of maybe look and see
Should we
which
test
one.
this theory?
Well, the same in appearance, let's say.
Okay. Yep.
So decide which side you like. That would be on the outside edge.
Okay.
And we're going to put stickers on it. So before we start anything else, we're going to do stickers.
Ooh.
I'm going to give you a side piece and an end piece, and I'm going to take one too. And
Okay.
we're going to put stickers on together.
Excellent.
And so what do you want to start
So I
with?
want this sticker here. It's always good to signify what you're selling. So we're selling tools for a toolbox.
Yes?
Let's see. Oh, I need a measuring tape.
Mm-hmm.
You always need a good measuring tape. My dad always said.
Now, these are sticky, honey. You have to take the backing off.
Oh no, the backing is off.
Oh, did it come off?
Yeah, it just came right on off.
Oh, let's see. Hold on one moment.
Oh, I'm already
though.
doing. Oh.
Okay, this one we're going to have to turn around.
Oh
because
no.
the flat edge is the top edge.
The flat edge is the top edge.
Is this gonna come off?
I hope
Oh,
so.
I think it's gonna stay.
Okay.
Good thing we got an extra one.
Okay.
We'll have tools inside the toolbox today.
There we go.
I'm just testing out my toolbox already.
Okay. I got a saw. And I'm going to get a hammer. Do you like to do you like to build stuff? Do you have tools?
I have tools in my house. I'm just not very handy, so I try to be. Like right now, I'm trying to build a walkway. So I'm watching videos on how to do that.
Oh. A walkway.
Just
like
around
a-
my house, you know.
Okay.
I gotta
Like a
experiment.
pathway
Pathway.
around. Uh-huh.
So, let's see. Do you want to paint or a paintbrush?
Well, first I just think I want maybe a pliers or a screwdriver. I just want another little
And a screwdriver.
tool.
Alright, we'll do a screwdriver. Woo! Screwdriver. Oh, I'm just kidding. I won't put it on there for you.
This is not electric screwdriver. So what are some things that you've actually built with tools?
I have built a cabinet. Did build a cabinet once.
Mm-hmm.
Put together a treadmill with my tools.
Oh, wow. That must have been...
And I've also fixed a boat!
Fixed a boat. Did you turn around and sell it at your RV store?
Yeah, I sold it to my stepdad. For a discounted family price.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. I'm going to use a saw blade.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the big saw blade too, I guess.
Alright. Do you like to saw stuff? We have a lot of blades over there for it.
I guess I do, yeah. I saw down a small tree before with a handsaw.
How long did that take you?
It was small. It was like
That's still gonna take some time.
that big.
That'll still take a lot of time. How long did that take you?
Oh, just not on a few minutes. You get it going, and then you.
Oh,
and you
okay,
snap
okay, okay.
it, snap it.
I snapped it right off, huh?
Okay.
Timber!
This is gonna be Saw City on this side. All right. Okay. So let's show everybody what we've got. Yep. Saw City.
This
Tool
was the
City.
mistake side. This was the mistake side.
Okay. That will be our secret, and only anyone who grabs the tool kit will know.
You know what? It's always a fun mishap.
All right.
A tool.
Let's see what we do next. Is we get the bottom
Yep.
piece, and then we kind of want to just kind of set it. See how it sets up.
It's like the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
It is. I'm gonna lift this up so we
Do you want me to here? I'll do this. You want to
we
get
wanna
those?
we just kind of want to make sure it's gonna fall into place, and then we're gonna glue.
To the right. We gotta go to the right.
Okay. You can see better than me. I'm gonna be the holder, and you can be the placer.
Okay, that's in. The bottom is in, and one side into. Woo!
Okay.
We did it.
What's missing?
Oh, my side.
One more side.
One more side. You know what? Mistakes were made. Now all my tools are upside down.
Oh, did you go upside down again?
Yeah, when I
Mr.
flipped
Buster?
it. Yeah, when I flipped it around, I forgot to flip it around twice. Oh.
You are silly.
I'm gonna turn it sideways when you see this real quick. There we go. Oh, there we go. And there we have it.
There we have it. Okay. Now, this probably would be just fine like this, but I think we're going to glue it. Because, guess what? Gluing is also part of doing tooling
Yeah,
stuff.
it really is. I've glued a lot of stuff together too.
Okay, so I'm going to let you take the glue. It's already got a little pinprick to get it open.
Okay. Where am I
And
gluing it?
we're just going to barely put some glue on the edges of each joint.
On the edges.
Just, you know, to connect.
On the edges.
To connect the two pieces.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Can do that. I got this.
Keep it nice and.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's really more helpful when the glue comes out.
Come on, glue. It's gotta wake up first. There we go. Both sides? Or just one side?
Probably just one side to start with.
Okie dokie.
So, do you have any special stories with your grandpas? Have you had any remarkable experiences or things that you remember?
I used to go hang out with my granddad. They used to live here in town in Pocatello.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to go to lunch together every Saturday.
Oh, that's nice.
And then I just go hang out with them for like the whole day. So I just kind of went on like large adventures.
Yep. When I was younger, probably, I don't know, like middle school age. That's when I lived up in Washington State, in Bellingham, Washington. And my great-grandfather, who was from Scotland, lived in the basement of my grandma's house, his daughter-in-law. But my sister and I would always go down to visit him whenever we were visiting grandma.
Mm-hmm.
And he would make us a cup of tea.
Oh.
And
Did you have crumpets too? Or like little sandwiches?
No, but we always had toast. It usually would be like toast with peanut butter on it.
Oh, interesting.
We also ate. He sliced up some goat milk cheese.
Have you ever had? Oh, aside from that, have you ever had goat milk cheese like as an adult?
No, it kind of weirds me out nowadays. But I am a very particular person. But anyway, aside from that, I also associate the butterscotch candies. You know, the butterscotch discs,
Oh,
hard candies,
mm-hmm.
with Grandpa Tom.
Oh yeah, the Danish cookies. We used to eat those on the Danish tins that you get around Christmas time. We'd always eat those at my grandparents' house too. They were always available. And Tums, chewing up Tums. They would give them to me as candy, and I would just eat them.
Yeah, they weren't a little chalky or anything.
No. So I have this glued on these sides. Do we want to glue the bottom now, or do we want to glue right along this edge right here?
Probably along
this edge?
the base there, yes.
Okay. Let me set this down.
Oopsie doops.
On all 4 sides?
Oh,
We're doing...
well, I think in the event of time, we're gonna, let's just kind of piece it together.
All right, here, I'll just glue this side. We'll glue 2 sides and let it dry. We can come back later after.
Okay, we don't want to get it too, actually, you know what, Mr. Buster, I'll have you finish that end. Well, we need to put in the handle.
Oh, just slide it on in.
We need to put on the handle before it gets too locked into place. See, once again,
It's still mobile.
Miss Barb needs her glasses, but I have them. I have them with me. So yeah, let's.
Usually you have them on your head.
I
That's
know.
what I was looking for, and all that hair.
Yeah, no, they're here. I know. I have big hair today. I know.
It looks good. I have little hair.
You do. You do indeed, my friend.
Alright, I just gotta apply steady pressure to get an even flow of glue, which I'm doing pretty good at. This is going pretty good.
Okay, let's turn it around and show them
Alright.
what steady pressure.
I got a
looks
couple of
like.
gaps.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But you know, guys, this will, you know what you're doing. So it's just going to be a process. And then for the handle,
Would we usually glue the handle in then?
we did, just only because it slides like that. And,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it could slide on out. So we just put a touch of glue on the inside.
But they don't have to glue it if they want to remove the handle, right?
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Come on, glue.
Come on, glue.
I'll do one on each side, so that way it provides more stability for the handle.
Exactly. So once you get everything glued how you want, just set it aside, let it dry. And you know, if you decide you want to maybe paint it or something, just paint around the stickers, or you could paint it before you even did stickers and then do stickers on top of paint.
Well, that's good advice.
And
I would have painted around it.
well, you can do that too. Yep. So it's just an open slate, as they say, blank slate, and you can do what you want. So here we are with our tool kits. Maybe you can take them over to Grandpa's and build stuff, fix stuff.
Cut down a tree.
Oh, okay. Be very carefully with an adult, though.
Yes, always with adult supervision, just in case.
All right. Well, let's get back to our
We
reading
did it.
program, shall we? Thanks.
Good job.
Wonderful to have you here. Okay, you guys. Happy tooling. Bye. See you next
You
time.
need a boat? I got one. It's
Yes.
for sale. I'll give you a family discount.
Exactly. He's got good boats.
I got good discounts.
Alright, we got one more book for you today, and that book is going to be read by none other than Mr. Buster the Bone RV Salesman! Yay!
You need a boat?
Are you selling boats at reading time?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm getting a feel for the interest.
Yeah, you do know that these children can't get finance.
That's why I was asking your grandma.
Oh,
She needed a
she
boat.
does not need a boat.
Kylie needs a boat. She's gonna buy me a boat.
Are you going to sell us books? Or are you going to read us some?
Mr. Buster,
Yeah.
I think you're hilarious.
Are you gonna make me walk the plank next?
Maybe.
All right. Yes, I'm gonna read Granddad's Camper.
Okay.
Okay, Grandpa, Granddad. Okay.
You want to read about a camper?
Yeah. I want to.
All right. This book is written by Harry Woodgate, and Harry Woodgate also did all these amazing illustrations that we're gonna see. Every summer, I go to stay at my granddad's house by the sea. It's a pretty old cottage. We're walking right up to it, and there's Granddad. With bookshelves packed to the brim with interesting things from Granddad's travels, and lots of great places to play hide and seek. We got some bushes. And Granddad is covering his eyes. Yeah, no idea that's happening. In the garden, Granddad grows all kinds of fruits and vegetables. He has some sunflowers, some carrots. There's a big cherry tree, which if you shake it just enough, yum. See little cherries falling out? So we can eat them.
You don't want to eat them though.
You're not a cherry fan, okay. You like apples? Okay, we'll stick to that. We'll get apple trees for you. But my favorite thing to do at Granddad's house is snuggle up on the sofa and listen as Granddad tells about all of the amazing places he and Gramps would explore. So here they are, sitting on the couch with a photo book, reminiscing about all of the great memories. Gramps was quite the adventurer, climbed a mountain. He was tall and handsome and excellent at so many things. Tidiness was not one of them. See, we're painting, it's all over the walls. That's what my house looks like when I paint it. Soon after we met, he invited me on vacation with him. So we set off in his camper to the seaside. In the daytime, we surfed. That would be me falling in. Ate fish and chips, and had a sandcastle competition. I think I won. That's some great infrastructure right there. In the evenings, we'd have bonfires on the beach and watch the tide in and out of the bay. One afternoon, Gramps said to me, "There are so many wonderful things in the world, and I want to see them all with you."
Oh,
So precious. That's exactly what we did. So there they are, adventuring off together. Where do you think they're gonna go? Where would you go?
Disneyland?
Disneyland? I'm here for that. Where else do we think? We want to find out? Gramps always wanted to visit the city, so that's what we did first. We drove through dark tunnels, over fancy bridges, and in between towering skyscrapers. So there's our little adventure through the city. Everywhere we went was full of life. There were so many people, so many animals, and so many things to see. We saw lots of different kinds of homes, from high-rise apartments to townhouses. But we were happy with our little home on wheels, which we could take wherever we pleased. There's all their little adventures.
It's their camper.
And the RV camper.
Yeah.
There's traveling away.
You sell RVs like that?
I'm trying to put an RV on a boat right now, so make it a convertible boat.
Okay.
Got my toolbox, I'm gonna do that.
The toolbox.
I got a toolbox with tools, make it a convertible boat. Granddad puts down his photo album and smiles. I can see how much he loves those memories and how much he loved Gramps. So we're just taking a second. Why don't you go anywhere now, Granddad? It's not the same without Gramps. He made everything feel extra special. Since Gramps died, I just don't feel like it. A thought pops into my head. Do you still have your camper van? He winks. Follow me. I ran outside the garage, and with all my might, I heaved and opened the big old doors. There it is. It looks broken down, but I come up with a clever plan. What do you think the plan is?
So,
Clean it.
Clean it.
Clean it.
We're
With
gonna
the
use a
toolbox.
Fix it.
Okay.
Fix it? Yeah.
We're gonna fix
Fix
it?
those some tools.
All right. Well, let's find out who's right. I think you're onto something, you two. Over here. Not Mr. Ayers. Let's fix it up and go to the seaside together.
Yes.
Yeah.
He looks at me and laughs. I suppose it might be nice to take another trip. So here's the toolbox.
Toolbox.
Fixing with the tire with the tools. Off comes the dust cover and we get started. Finally, we stand back and look at our handiwork. And now they're high-fiving after all their hard work. Your Gramps would be so happy to see this. It's what he would have wanted. Let's pack some snacks and hot cocoa and then camp on the beach. Just like Gramps and I used to. All right, we're hitting the road. I like these glasses. Anyone got glasses like that?
No.
No? They're pretty cool, huh? You do? What color are they?
They're like very fun.
Oh, that's great. So like these. That's right. We're onto something. So that's exactly what we do. They drove to the seaside, camped out. That's a pretty fun adventure. Look at that sunset. Look at that sunset. Could be a sunrise. Could be a sunrise. What's up?
We've seen it.
You've seen
I thought it.
a sunrise?
Thank you so much for reading that book, Buster. What was your favorite part of the book?
All the adventures they went on together.
Yeah, that's a good part. I liked how Grandpa and the granddaughter helped each other use the toolbox to fix a camper. That was good.
That was good.
Yeah.
Now I can sell that RV camper.
I think that it has sentimental value and will not be sold. I'm so sorry.
You can't put a price on that?
No, you cannot put a price on a family heirloom. Ooh, family. Thank you. I would like to say, okay, we're going to sing one more song. Before that, I'd like to say this. You might already know this. I mean, do you know this? Not everybody has a grandpa.
Whoa.
And not everybody has a good relationship with, if they have a grandpa, they don't necessarily have a good relationship with their grandpa. And not everyone needs to have a good relationship with their grandpa. Well, regardless of the relationship you have with anybody, if you have the opportunity to have a special bond with someone, it's important to cherish that. That person could be younger or they could be older, and they don't even have to be related to you sometimes like a family is. Take, for instance, the characters in today's book. Granddad is not like a lot of grandpas. He used to be partnered with another Gramps, not this Gramps, but like a different Gramps. But he's still able to have a wonderful time with his granddaughter, and they get to learn about Gramps together, about who he was. He used the toolbox to fix up that camper and have a very special trip to the beach. So I want to sing about, what did I just say? I would like to sing a song about that, about how families can be different from each other and still be perfect. Here we go. I have a father, I have a mother, I have a sister, I have a brother. We're a happy family, as you might expect. We're not the only family that you should respect. Some have 2 fathers, some have 5 brothers, some have 2 aunts, a grandma, a corgi, and no others. Some houses are filled with people to the top. My family, I would never swap. Your parents help and care for you, but kids can do that too. All it takes is time, respect, and love. Look up to one another, want the best for others. Together you can do anything when push comes to shove. If you have a sister, if you have a mother, if you have a grandpa, okay, thank you, and a stepbrother, oh, your family is perfect in every single way. So let your family know today. 1, 2, 3. Your parents help and care for you, together you can do anything when push comes to shove. If you have 2 fish and a caretaker, if you have love in your heart, don't need a matchmaker. Your family is perfect in every single way, so let your family know today. Thank you very much. Let's give it up for everybody that made this program today. Starting with Mr. Busters. We got my Gramps. Yay, Grandpa. Got Mr. Aaron. Miss Kylie. Of course, we got Miss Barb. Is Miss Barb in the other room?
Barb?
And Miss Kelly.
Miss
Miss
Kelly.
Kelly. I just want to give it up for Discover Dance School for letting us use their space. It was really wonderful.